In this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 steps that you can take to rewire your brain to beat laziness. So if you've struggled with laziness, if you've struggled with trying to basically unwire your brain from doing the easy thing when you need to be doing the hard stuff, you're going to want to stay tuned, and we're going to talk about 5 ways to beat that in this video. I'm John from BulldogMindset.com, and on this channel, I teach you how to have the Bulldog mindset, the opposite of the victim mindset, the mindset that is going to teach you mental toughness, courage, and all the things that you need to succeed in life, to become a better person, to increase your productivity, and get what you want out of life. Please do a video on how to unwire the brain from taking the path of least resistance. It happens almost automatically every time you face something difficult, but you don't get any good results from doing it. So what's the easiest thing to do when you wake up in the morning? Well, first of all, it's to wake up late, okay? It's not to get up early. What's the easiest thing to do is to, go and eat some cereal instead of going to the gym and doing some cardio or lifting weights. There's a lot of times in life where we're faced with the easy path, okay? But that's not the path we want to go. So I'm going to tell you a story here, and I'm going to tell you 5 ways, like I said, that you can actually rewire your brain. There's a Stoic story of Hercules, where basically what happens is that Hercules is walking down this path, and it kind of forks, and there's 2 paths, and this one chick comes up to him, okay, and she's all, dressed seductively and looking good and everything, and, looks very elegant, and she says, hey, Hercules, come with me, come down this path. If you go down this path, you'll have a life of luxury, and everything will be great, and you'll never have any pain or any troubles in your life. Go down this path, and you'll just have pleasure and all the good things in life. And then this other chick comes up to him, and she basically says to him, hey, look, here's the thing. All right, if you come with me down my path, you're going to have hardship. You're going to have toil. It's going to be difficult. You're going to face all kinds of pains and demons, and it's going to be rough, okay? But you'll have glory. You'll have earned it. You'll have made your way in the world. You'll have become what you're capable of. Okay? And, which path did Hercules choose? He chose the hard path because it was the hard path, because of glory. This dovetails right into the first point, okay? The first step is, the first thing you need to do is to change your mindset. What you're going after in life is a challenge. This is what I call the Bulldog mindset, right? This is why you're on this channel, is because the Bulldog mindset is like Hercules choosing that hard path. I want to do things that are challenging in life because they're challenging, because that is what makes life worth living. Having that glory, having conquered an obstacle. Even though at the time when we're facing the obstacle, when we're facing the difficulty, we don't want it. We just want the easy path. That's how our brain is wired. That's fine. We know, right? We have this mindset that says, I'm going to view things as challenges. If you played video games growing up, I used to play a lot of video games. I used to start out with the Atari, and then my NES and Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, all along there, right? I remember when Game Genie came out, it was this little thing you could put on the game, and it give you cheat codes and stuff. And at first it was really cool. It's like, oh yeah, I can use this Game Genie. I can get as many lives as I want and all this stuff. Or I can skip to the last level. And it was kind of fun to play with for like a day or 2. And then you realize that it sucked because it just ruined all the games. These games that you were struggling, that you were fighting, that you were playing, all of a sudden they became boring. Like I could spend, weeks playing a game, mastering. I remember beating Contra without the up, down, left, right, BA start, without the Konami code, okay? It took me a long time to be able to beat Contra by, with the 3 lives that you start out. But I got good at it. I was able to do that. And it was such an achievement when I was able to do that. The mindset that you need to have is that these challenges are good, okay? And they're good because they're going to make you grow. And that's the purpose. And that's, why would you even play a video game, right? Why are we even here on this earth and enjoying life? If we just had everything handed to us, it would be fun. It would be fun for like a week, maybe a month. Maybe you could stretch it to a year. When I retired, when I made my $1 million and went to the beach, it lasted 2 months. And the joy of it actually only lasted like a week or 2. You need challenges. You need difficulty. So the number 1 step is change your mindset. Number 2, think ahead. Okay, so already that you're going to face problems, right? You've failed in the past. You've been lazy in the past. You've procrastinated in the past. Okay, you've chosen the easy path, in the past. Okay, so you know that this is going to happen. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about what's going to happen. I want you to envision that, because the problem is when we're faced with the hard path, okay, and we don't think about it ahead of time, so we default to easy path. But if we know what's coming, whatever it is, all right, whatever that hard path is, I want you to think about the hard path and how hard it is going to be so that you know ahead of time, okay? Now, you need step 3 to actually succeed at this, which is plan the course of action. So what are you going to do when faced with the hard path? Okay, I do this for a lot of areas of my life. Suppose you said, I'm going to start going to the gym and start lifting weights, and I'm gonna get all buff and get all the chicks like John. All right, so let's say you're going to do that. All right, let's say that's your plan. All right, so what are you going to do? So the next morning, you're going to set your alarm for 6 a.m., right, to wake up. The alarm goes off at 6 a.m. You're fucking tired. You don't feel like getting up this early. You don't feel like going to the gym. So what are you going to do? You need a plan. All right, you need to say ahead of time that I know this is going to happen. That's step 2, thinking ahead. But when that happens, this is what I'm going to do. I already anticipate it. I already anticipate my argument. I'm going to say, I don't feel like doing this. I'll do it tomorrow, but I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm going to get my shoes ready. I'm going to have a gym partner that I'm going to go to the gym with. You need to have a plan of the action you're going to take when you face the hard path, so that you know, so it's a default, so you don't have to make a decision. And it's the same thing when you set your morning routine. It's like you're going to get to your desk and you're going to work. You're going to work on this. You're working on a side project, right? What is the thing that you're being lazy and procrastinating about, that you're choosing the easy path, okay? And I want you to think about it ahead of time. Think about that choice, and I want you to have a plan. When I say this, when this bad thing happens, this is what I'm going to do, okay? When Odysseus, all right, was sailing, okay, and he was gonna encounter the sirens, he had a plan ahead of time. He's like, okay, when the sirens come, you guys, you're gonna tie me to the mast, okay, and you're not gonna let me go. And if I tell you to let me go, you're gonna tie me tighter, and you're gonna put wax in your ears so you can't hear the sirens. He had a plan, okay, so he didn't just like sail in there and be like, okay, well, when we start hearing the sirens, we'll figure out what the fuck we're gonna do. He had a plan. He made a decision ahead of time. He would have been torn to shreds and killed like all the other sailors had he not made that choice. Number 4, commit to following the plan. Okay, so it does no good for you to decide that you're going to eat healthy and decide what meal you're going to eat if you don't commit to that. You have to fully commit to this thing, right? So here's a great example. I just recorded this video and I said what I'm going to do for dinner, okay? Very hard now for me to, I don't want to be a liar. I don't want to be inconsistent. I've committed to that course of action, so I'm going to take that course of action, okay? You have to commit to this. You have to say, I'm absolutely going to do this. It doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are. I'm going to do this. There's lots of ways to commit to it. For my workouts, for like lifting, I have it scheduled on my calendar. It's committed. I have a lifting partner a lot of times, and we're going to meet at the gym. It's committed, okay? When I signed up for Muay Thai, when I was doing kickboxing class, it was on the calendar. I was signed up. I paid for it. I'm committed to that thing. You have to commit. You have to decide that no matter how you feel, and again, a lot of this comes to that step 2 of thinking ahead. If you think ahead, and you know what it's going to feel like, I want you to envision what it's going to feel like when you're trying to make that decision, right? And you have to say, I'm going to do it no matter what. I can always change my mind tomorrow. I can quit tomorrow, but today I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. That's the key thing. You sit down to your desk to work, you say, okay, well, tomorrow I can be lazy, but today I'm not, okay? And that's the choice that you make, okay? You have to commit to that thing. Number 5 is do it anyway. This really dovetails into the previous step, but I want you to understand that you can do all the other stuff, okay? And your brain is really good at coming up with justifications and excuses and rationalizations, okay? Your brain is super, super good at that. If you want actually a really good book, The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield, I recommend this book a lot of times. Go check out that book, okay? And he talks about a lot of this. But essentially, his message in the book is you just got to sit down and do the work, right? You have to do it anyway. You're going to come up with all reasons why you can't do this, why it's too late, but you have to stop those rationalizations and do it anyway. I've been traveling, okay? I remember distinctly being in Cork, Ireland, okay? Traveling and needing to run my 6 miles and didn't get into the hotel room, didn't get food, right? Until it was like, finally got settled in about like 12 o'clock, midnight. And I got down to the hotel gym, and I have a video probably on this channel, I think, where I was recording it, where I was doing that, and I ran my 6 miles, okay? tired as fuck. If I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it anyway, right? Because that's key. If you just adopt that mindset, again, if you go through these steps, they seem really basic. If you change your mindset, if your mindset is one of accepting the challenges and not seeing obstacles, but seeing opportunities. If you think ahead, so you know what you're going to feel already, okay, you know what's going to happen, you already see the future, you can see what the obstacles down the path are, okay? If you plan the course of action that you're going to take when you encounter that obstacle, and you commit that you're going to take that course of action, and then when you get to that decision, when you get to that point, you do it anyway, regardless of how you feel, you're going to succeed. You're going to beat it. You're going to take the hard path all the time and stop taking the easy path. And that's going to rewire your brain. Because as long as you keep on following that, okay, you're going to automatically, it's going to become a habit. You're going to get used to it, right? That's how it became for me, right? Doing a lot of hard shit. You guys see me doing all kinds of hard shit on this channel. You know, the Bulldog Mindset, going and running for hours and doing crazy fasting and all this stuff. It's because I've wired myself to do that. When I start to do something, I think about it. I know what I'm going to do. I make decisions ahead of time. I commit to that, and I don't care how I feel. I don't care if I'm motivated. It doesn't matter. I'm going to fucking do it anyway. Okay, that's why there's videos coming out every single day on this channel. 2 videos a day for a long time. I'm reducing it back down to 1 video a day so I can make a little bit more higher quality videos. But I didn't miss a day. Have you been able to do this? Are you ready to rewire your brain? Leave a comment and let me know how you feel about this. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.